Hey guys, it's Kugli again with another ROM review, and this time I've got the Experience ROM version 7 based on the official no-gat release from OnePlus for the OnePlus 3, so stay tuned for that. So guys, it's been a long time coming, and no-gat is now a reality on the OnePlus 3, and this one is the Oxygen OS version 4.0.1. Now, yes, 4.0 has been out for some time, and well, not some time, it was released in the beginning of the year as a New Year gift, and it is really cool. I personally have been waiting for no-gat release on this on the OnePlus 3 for some time, and I am really glad it made it sooner than later. So yeah, let's get to the ROM now. First of all, in the settings menu, you can see in the About Phone page, it is OnePlus 3. It is 4.0.1, which is the latest version from Oxygen OS. It is based on Android 7.0, not 7.1, and the security patches are December 1st patches, not the January patches, which is the latest one right now. And rest everything is basically what you saw, and it is Experience ROM V7. Now I am aware that there is a V8 right now, which is the latest version. It's basically a rehashed version of 7. It does have a few improvements. A lot more applications can be removed if you want a lean mean ROM, and that is really cool. Let's get to the other stuff now. If you have used an Oxygen OS ROM, at least the beta 10 or beta 11 ROMs, you know what all the differences. It is now more Hydrogen OS rather than Oxygen OS, and that is a good thing in many ways, so that I really do appreciate that. So let me show you guys what else is there now. Being an official ROM, this is built for stability, so you are going to get a great stable ROM if you are going to go with this. So yeah, everything works, hotspot works, everything does work out. It does come with Super SU and all that, so that's pretty cool. Accelerator is working, and you can customize the options here, so that's pretty cool. Buttons options are available where you can enable or disable the backlight, and it does work out, so that's pretty cool. It does have swap buttons, on-screen navigation bar. Now home button, recent button, and back button can be customized for two options, which is long press and double tap, so you can customize all of that. It's pretty cool to have. It is more of an AOSP feature, so that's pretty cool. It does have screen off gestures, double tap to wake, circle for camera, V for flashlight, and music control is also available. Also, it does have a flip to mute option, which is pretty amazing, and that is going to work out pretty well. 3-finger screenshot is available, which is going to work out really nicely. It doesn't have a partial screenshot option, but I'm sure there is a root application to get that working, so that's pretty cool. In the display options, you do have adaptive brightness. You can enable, disable that, and adaptive brightness on the latest Oxygen OS is better than any other ROM for the OnePlus 3, because I have personally seen to it, and that is really amazing. Previously on the Oxygen OS ROMs, the adaptive brightness was really jittery. It just bumps up the brightness too much or too little at certain times, and it was really hashing, so that's something there. It does have a night mode if you want to read or watch movies during nighttime, so that is a low blue filter mode, so that's pretty cool. It does have a theme option. You can have light or dark theme if you want to have that. Light theme is basically light theme, as the name suggests. Everything is white, and you can see everything is white and all that. You also have a dark theme, which is something really cool, and that is going to take advantage of the AMOLED screen, and it is going to get a better battery life, marginally better battery life in my opinion, so that's pretty cool. You do have accent colors also. You can change that. Font size and display size can be changed as per the no-gat norms, so that's pretty cool. Auto rotate, ambient display, and proximity wake is available, and this is going to be the full-fledged ambient display for the OnePlus 3, so you won't have any issues with that, so that's pretty cool. It does have pulse notification light, and LED notification can be customized for all of these options, which is not entirely the most feature rich stuff online, but it is a ROM made for stability, so yeah, that is not going to be the most feature-rich ROM. So just there. Now, other than that, there is status bar options where you can customize whatever is available. You can have battery bar, battery circle even, and even the battery hidden option where the battery is not shown if you want that. Show battery percent can be enabled, but there is no option for inside the icon, so there's something there. All of these can be disabled or enabled. If you don't want the VLD sign, you can disable that. If you don't want the NFC sign, you can disable that. That's pretty cool. Also, time does have a seconds indicator if you are into that. Now, the battery life for me was pretty amazing. It is better than the CM14 point ROMs which I had, so that shows a lot. Today I was using this and the battery life I got at the end of the day was 36%. Normally on a CM14.1 based ROM I get about 23-24%. This one gave me 36%, and that was with gaming, so you do have to keep that in mind. It is pretty amazing. I really appreciate that. Now, rest everything is basically what you'd expect out of an Oxygen OS ROM. It does have an advanced option where you can disable the pocket mode if you don't want that, if you are having problems with that, but I personally did not have any issues with that, so that's there. Accessibility has all of your services. You can enable, disable that. Also, font size and display size can be customized from here. High contrast text can be enabled if you are someone there. Auto rotate screen can be disabled. Mono audio can be enabled if you are having issues with certain videos or applications. That can also be corrected. And then there is the developer options where you get the stay awake option, advanced reboot. That's pretty cool. Also, dose mode can be disabled, and I have noticed that the notifications not showing up is still a problem in Oxygen OS ROMs. It has been fixed in CM based ROMs. I get WhatsApp notification almost instantaneously. This one, yeah, not so much. Many times the notifications will be triggered only after a set amount of time, and that does cause me to miss a few notifications here and there. So that is still an issue I'm having. So you can disable dose mode with some compromises to the battery life, and that is going to give you the notifications instantaneously. So that's pretty cool. Apart from that, there is options for animation scales. So now I have set it to 0.5. Normal one is the 1 option, and you can customize that also. These are really the normal Nougat features which you get, so nothing special here though. It does have a system UI tuner. You can enable that by long pressing the settings button, and you can see a wrench icon there. That means I have enabled that. And it does have power notification controls. You can turn it on and well, change the power notifications, so that's pretty cool. Also enable split screen by swipe up the recent menu. That's also there. You do have this thing which is basically split screen, which is a Nougat feature, and that is available. You can customize that. It does work out really nicely. So yeah, now the rest of the settings menu is basically what you'd expect out of the normal settings, so you don't have much issues. Now this, as I've said, this is a stability focused ROM. This is the official version of Nougat for OnePlus 3. So you are going to expect the stable features which you are going to expect. So yeah, features are not a strong point of this ROM. Now for someone like me who uses Resurrection Remix as my daily driver, features are really skimpy. There is no status bar, network controls, network indicators. There is no customization for the well, the time on the left side or the center. There's nothing like that. So I would have liked to have that. And on top of that, Exposed is not available for Nougat yet, so you don't really get more customization with that either. So yeah, so that is it in the settings menu. Now I have to say that I have tried, I have made a video for the Experience ROM V5. It just is updated so quickly that the day I made V5, the next day 6 was released, and the next day 7 was released, which I'm running right now. And yesterday I looked at it, and well, 8 was released. So yeah, the difference between 5 and 7 is that 5 was based on 4.0, not 4.0.1, and that is the latest version. So I wanted to make a video for this one. So yeah, now the Antutu benchmark score is what you would expect out of a stock based ROM, which is about 138,000, which is on the lower side, yes, but again, it is a stability focused ROM, so you are not going to get the best of performance or best of the features. So that's something there. Let me show you guys the boot animation, which I found really interesting. And also this animation, it's pretty amazing, but it requires far too many clicks to get it enabled than I would like. So yeah, so here is the boot animation for Experience ROM version 7, and it is a minimal but really charming boot animation. So that is pretty cool. A lot of people did ask me what this thing is. They really felt, I mean, my friend does use a Mac, and the older version of Mac and the beach ball of death. Yeah, they thought this was that, and they thought this was an iPhone. So I don't really understand that. So yeah. So yeah, now being an Oxygen OS based ROM, which is the official version, you are going to thank that, because it doesn't have any bugs which is normally associated with no-gat ROMs on the CM space or CyanogenMod space. So there's no echo problem, there's no camera bug. The camera is really amazing. I really do like auto HDR, and that does work out really nicely. It takes lightning quick photographs, and I really do appreciate that. You can see the camera is noticeably better than in the no-gat ROM. So yeah, that is a quirk of having an official ROM. Everything is designed to work with this phone. So yeah, you are going to get the best of all the worlds. It does have dash charging. Dash charging is quicker than the CM ROMs. In my just it may be a placebo effect, but I feel it is quicker. I have made a separate video for comparing this dash charging on CM and Oxygen OS, but yeah, it's just that. So yeah, I guess that should be it about the ROM then. As I've said, this is made for stability and made for people who don't want to tinker too much things about their ROM. So it's going to work really well for most people. It's going to be a daily driver for those who can't afford to have their phone glitch out in the meantime. So that is pretty cool. I do really feel that this one does give you a better use experience than any other CM or CyanogenMod based ROM. But that's just because I work with really beta releases of ROM, so compared to that, this is really stable, and I really do appreciate that. Also, the signal ratio, the signal availability is much better on Oxygen OS ROMs than CM based ROMs. I thought that wouldn't bug me a lot, but until I used Oxygen OS ROMs, well, I didn't really understand. But yeah, after using this one, the signal I get at places I didn't used to get signal at using CM based ROMs, I do get that. So that is really amazing. For example, in my college, in my classroom, normally with the CM ROMs I never get a signal, but with this ROM I do get a signal, and I am able to use the internet. So that's pretty amazing. So yeah, so that should be it about the ROM then. Apart from that, being an experience based ROM, it does have a little bit of applications installed, pre-installed. It does have Amazon Shopping, it does have Kindle, it does have Gmail. All that is installed. You can uninstall that with the latest version, so that is amazing. And SwiftKey is installed. There is no aroma launcher. Also, it does have Viper for Arise, which is pretty amazing. I have used it on my version 5, and it does work out. I do use that. It does improve the quality of the sound. You can customize whatever you want with playback control, gain control. All that can be customized, and it is really amazing. So yeah, I guess that much is it about the ROM then. Hope you guys like the video. Please subscribe, like the video if you found it useful. See you guys next time. Bye.